Armando Sendin, 100 Years of Realism, Beauty, and Immortality. Art does not reproduce what we see. It makes us see. Paul Klee. As we celebrate the centenary of Armando Sendin, 1928 to 2020, we not only honor his monumental trajectory, but also reaffirm his place among the great masters of contemporary realism. His work, imbued with technical precision and a rarefied lyricism, stands resilient against time, as a testament to humanity's eternal pursuit of beauty. The Pinacoteca Benedicto Calixto, guardian of a significant collection of his works, serves as the epicenter of this tribute, ensuring that his genius continues to resonate with discerning eyes and sensitive souls. Born in Rio de Janeiro, Sendin displayed from an early age a vision that transcended conventional academicism. His thirst for knowledge led him to the School of Fine Arts in Priego, Spain, where he absorbed the fundamentals of classicism only to later reinterpret them through a more modern and expressive lens. His spirit of artistic rupture echoes the thought of Gombrich, who stated, "There really is no such thing as art. There are only artists." By rejecting rigid formalism, Sendin did not merely create. He redefined the very contours of realism in its most sublime expression. His intellectual journey took him to the University of São Paulo, where he studied philosophy between 1945 and 1949. Immersing himself in critical thought expanded his understanding of aesthetics, leading him toward a conceptual refinement that deepened at the University of Chile, under the tutelage of the esteemed Bogomil Jasinowski. However, it was at the Sorbonne in Paris where Sendin found the ideal environment to refine his artistic perception. As a French government scholar, he immersed himself in the crystalline sources of European aesthetic theory, absorbing the teachings of Etienne Souriau and consolidating the foundations that would sustain his pictorial revolution. Art is the signature of civilization. Beverly Sills. Although he explored other artistic expressions, such as ceramics, collaborating, for instance, with his brother Waldemar Sendin on the creation of the iconic tile panel of the Biquinha de Anchieta in São Vicente, it was in painting that he found his ultimate vocation. The Impressionist realism he developed occupies an unprecedented space, distinct from both classical academicism and the provocative irreverence of pop art. His technique, marked by extraordinary photographic precision, endowed his works with an almost hallucinogenic three-dimensionality, capable of transcending pictorial space and immersing the observer in an enveloping experience. The influence of Impressionism is evident, but unlike Monet or Renoir, Sendin did not limit himself to capturing the fluidity of light. In his work, every detail is a meticulous evocation of materiality, elevating the real to the status of the sublime. Leonardo da Vinci once wrote, "Painting is poetry that is seen rather than felt." Sendin, with his extraordinary ability to merge technique and emotion, mastered this dichotomy with unparalleled brilliance. His consecration came through individual and collective exhibitions that cemented his national and international recognition. From his first major exhibition at the Artists Club of São Paulo in 1960, to his triumphant displays in New York, Washington, Seville, Madrid, and Paris, Sendin captivated critics and audiences alike with his innovative approach. His presence at prestigious events, such as the São Paulo International Biennial and the Santos Biennial, solidified his status as an absolute master of form and perception. The true painter is the one who is able to paint extraordinary scenes in the middle of an empty desert. Salvador Dalí. What sets Sendin apart from his contemporaries is not only his impressive technical precision, but also his unique ability to intertwine accuracy with lyricism. His paintings are invitations to contemplation, windows open to a universe where matter and light engage in an unsuspected dialogue. His work carries an understated mysticism, as if each canvas were imbued with a silent spirituality, evoking the search for the hidden essence of the visible. On July 29, 2020, the city of Marbella witnessed his passing, but not the dimming of his artistic light. The centenary of Armando Sendin, celebrated on March 6, 2025, is a tribute to the timelessness of his work, a reminder that great art is not subject to chronology, but to eternity. The aim of art is not to represent the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. Aristotle walking through the galleries of the Pinacoteca Benedicto Calixto, where his work rests and breathes, one realizes that Sendin did not merely paint scenes and figures, he translated the human condition into form and color. His realism was never confined to faithfully reproducing the visible world. Instead, he captured the essence of the moment, the stillness of matter, the pulse of the invisible. If it is true, as Goethe stated, that art is the mediation of the ineffable, then Sendin was its most eloquent interpreter. And on this centenary, he is more alive than ever.